All right, we are here still at the Gen Con 2024, and today we have the chance to talk with Bernie from Dead Alive
Hello.
Games. He's going to tell us, talk about what you guys are showing here this year. First off, how's your convention been so far?
Yeah, so far so good. Starting to lose my voice. This is the third day, and there's been a lot of talking. But yeah, that's always a good thing.
Yep. All right, so why don't you talk about what you guys have brought to this year?
Yeah, I guess, I don't know if you want to... So we have 3 games right now. Our first game is Omicron Protocol, all the way at the right. We definitely still have that. That's 2-3 years old now. It's a tactical miniatures board game where we made it to try to bring board gamers into miniatures gaming. Yeah, and that's that one right here with the elephant and the bear. It's a fun, like if you played XCOM before.
Sure, yeah.
Pick 4 people, you have an objective and a mission, and you go do it, and a story based on it. So we have like an entire 350-page novel written for the world.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Our second game is Lunar Rush, which is right in front of you. That's the one we did last year. We recently got nominated for the Dice Tower Best Small Publisher game, as well as the Seal of Excellence. So that's a simultaneous-play Euro game where the game is medium weight, but it can play in about an hour, as well as it also has ways to help beginners to play against people who are more advanced. So again, the theme of just like bringing people into the hobby, bringing a diverse group of people playing together.
Yeah, I was taking a look actually, and they were kind enough to show me a little bit of a demo of Lunar Rush, and the idea of, I think Euro games in general, especially worker placements, and some of the ones with added elements like yours as well, they tend to be a little bit intimidating and daunting for newer players, especially just because you sit down with somebody and you're like, okay, so for the next 3 hours, the idea of it being simultaneous though kind of alleviates some of that, and I love the idea of that.
Yeah, the simultaneous is great, and we always have like these beginner cards that really guide you through the first steps, because I mean, whenever I play a Euro game with friends, like I'm the first time and it's their game, I know I'm going to get crushed. But at least I go into it with that expectation. But if someone's not used to Euro games, they're just like, oh, I just got lapped around the score track. This is not fun.
I have a number that I won't admit on camera of Euro games still sealed at home in my collection, that it's just a matter of like getting the right group that's willing and not too intimidated. So, but my group in particular, we have found now that we love simultaneous play games because there is no dead space.
There's no dead time. Yeah, it's really good. So that's definitely one of my favorite Euros. I'm a little biased. And then our third game, which is Cyberpunk Quest right here. We just got it, kind of like last year with Lunar Rush. We flew some in for Gen Con just for advanced copies. It is a co-op campaign game, and this time we're trying to get more people into campaign legacy type games. So let me grab the box real quick.
Sure.
So yeah, it's a small box game where you are the cybernetic cat bringing a raccoon, a goose, and a dog to help find your owner who went missing in a world where humans have gone mad. It's in the same universe as Omicron Protocol, even though it looks completely different.
Yeah, I would not guess they were
everyone's like, the tone's a little different. But the cat's actually a playable character in Omicron Protocol.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it's the pet's point of view of this kind of a lockdown, post-apocalyptic world. And the humans are trying to capture them. They don't know why. They work together to go from their little apartment, found some trace of where the owner might have been, and they just go on a big adventure in the city.
So, no, you had said that these are hot off the press.
This literally is hot off the press.
And they were telling me actually that the first time you saw the final product or this product was actually here at the convention.
Oh yeah, I did a unboxing thing, and the two of us were just like, oh my god, it's here. And we put it on TikTok, and one of our backers like, I just saw it on TikTok. Is it here? Yeah, that's really funny.
I can only imagine opening up and just being like, please make sure that there's no manufacturing issues. Please just everything be where it's supposed to be.
It was both exciting and anxious at the same time.
No, that's incredible.
But yeah, so we designed this, again, to bring more casual gamers into campaign games. So you don't really like drop a friend into Gloomhaven as much as that's a good game and you really love it. This one, each game you play is like 30 to 45 minutes. We always joke that it takes shorter to play this than to set up Gloomhaven. And it's a campaign
that's not a joke. That's an
actual truth. It's a game it's a campaign that can be completed. It has a lot of video game mechanics in there, again, to bring more people in. So you could change the difficulty level as you play. If it's too hard, dial it down. There are 4 difficulty levels, story mode all the way to nightmare. And you can like jump around and play different chapters. There's a lot of replayability in there. And we wanted to make a game that was fully portable So this is the board and the box lid. And everything in this box is used. So the box can be a dice tray. There's like some felt at the bottom that you can't see here. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff packed in this tiny little package. And you could take it in your carry-on.
Yeah, it's actually kind of embarrassing how happy that just made me watching you open it up and it being the actual board.
Yeah.
Like, especially for something like this, that the art alone and the themes appeal to like a younger audience as well. And so it's one of those things where I was seeing it and looking it out there and I was like, oh, my 10-year-old daughter would love this.
Yeah.
And then the idea, I didn't realize that the lid is also the idea that it is ultra portable. We can take it when we go on family vacations and stuff like that. Or if we go over to a friend's house or one of my nieces or nephew's houses. And just be able to have it all contained like that and be, portable like that is awesome.
And the best part about it is like, because it's such a wide audience, if you brought this, you'll probably get people to play it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, one of the things we were playtesting, this was a much more complex game to begin with. And we were playtesting until the point where I had a few playtests where the players only played Monopoly and Catan before. And they sat down and I was like...
The gateways.
Yeah, I was like, let's try this.
Yeah.
And at first they're like, okay, this is the most complex game I've ever played. But they played it, they finished the first chapter, and they're like, let's play the next chapter.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we got it down to the right level.
Yeah. Also, just making it cooperative is one of those things where like it's easier to teach somebody, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, hey, I'll guide us through this, we'll get there and we'll get it done.
Yeah.
And so no, I think that's super
And there are a lot
smart.
of mechanics in there that also try to discourage analysis paralysis as well as quarterbacking that are the problems with Coca.
Oh, we make house rules about quarterbacking.
Yeah. So hopefully like this one, when you try it, it's definitely you'll realize it's harder to quarterback.
And what's been the response so far to people who have come by and
so far so good. A lot of people have come by. It definitely catches your eye.
Yeah,
absolutely. We've definitely pitched it many, many, many times.
Yeah.
And looks like it's pretty busy right now.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
well, speaking of busy, I won't take up any more of your time.
Oh, no worries.
Thank you guys so much for going over the 3 games. And until next time, bye-bye.